I always find a way to succeed. I am highly motivated and productive. I use positive thinking to manifest a positive life. I think big in everything I do. I act fearlessly. I have an amazing life. I am so lucky and blessed. I am an ambitious overachiever. Every day, I move closer to my goals and dreams. I deserve success. There is nothing I cannot do. I am destined for greatness. I am a money magnet. I have endless residual income. I prosper wherever I go, in whatever I do. Every day, I am becoming wealthier and wealthier. I am financially abundant. I am a great success. Unexpectedly, money falls into my lap. I receive money by thinking luxuriously. I am building unlimited streams of income. I am always grateful for my unlimited sources of income. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly. I am doing what I love and earning lots of money doing it. I am always thinking positive. I am grateful for my infinite abundance. Money automatically gravitates into my life. I am no longer limited by old conditioning. I think like a millionaire. I can do anything I set my mind to. I am always visualizing myself living the life I desire. I am prosperous. I am deserving of wealth. I am creating the life of my wildest dreams. I am the creator of my reality. I am abundant. I am open to receiving my blessings every day. I trust my intuition and let it guide me to taking positive action. I am becoming more confident and successful. I enjoy being financially free. I have the power to do anything I want. I am successful in all areas of my life. I work smart and hard, and that is why I am rich. I always find a way to succeed. I am highly motivated and productive. I use positive thinking to manifest a positive life. I think big in everything I do. I act fearlessly. I have an amazing life. I am so lucky and blessed. I am an ambitious overachiever. Every day, I move closer to my goals and dreams. I deserve success. There is nothing I cannot do. I am destined for greatness. I am a money magnet. I have endless residual income. I prosper wherever I go, in whatever I do. Every day, I am becoming wealthier and wealthier. Wherever I go, in whatever I do. Every day, I am becoming wealthier and wealthier. I am financially abundant. I am a great success. Unexpectedly, money falls into my lap. I receive money by thinking luxuriously. I am building unlimited streams of income. I am always grateful for my unlimited sources of income. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly. I am doing what I love and earning lots of money doing it. I am always thinking positive. I am grateful for my infinite abundance. Money automatically gravitates into my life. I am no longer limited by old conditioning. I think like a millionaire.
What's up, everybody? Ooh, excuse me. What's up, everybody? We're back again. Another week, another market, another crypto zone smashed again. I don't know if you guys know, but this is going on like 7 weeks. We've been able to capitalize on all the markets dropping. We've been able to capitalize on every single thing left and right that's been happening, blocking out all the noise just because we have the same zones that we play once a week. Now, remember, this is the free group. This is the free group. We got people in the pay group that is getting paid every single morning. We got people that are capitalizing on portfolios. They got people getting travel discounts. We have people killing the drop shipping game. Please, if you are somebody who wants to take their success to a whole nother level, make sure you're somebody that's getting paid to do it. Make sure the people who pay, I've learned, are the ones who start to make the most. So what I want to do here is go right over to, just like every week, we're gonna go ahead and show exactly what you see when you come in here. If you have somebody on this call, if you have somebody really in tune with what's going on and want people to just make free money, it's just free money you can make. You want to trade and do research trade crypto without doing research. You hate downloading Zoom. This is supposed to say the 28th. I'll go ahead and get with the team and make sure that gets fixed. But every single week, you're going to be able to come in here, come over to the iOS app, get you a MetaTrader 4. Let me make sure this is streaming on YouTube good. And matter of fact, we'll be able to see it on the next page. So what you do is here, if you don't have MT4, download it here. Put in your information to get access to the very next screen where this is actually being streamed. And I'm helping people walk people through here because it's definitely something that we need to be able to do because a recession is coming, guys. I think in the next 2 weeks it's going to be announced officially, and we need to make sure we're prepared. So make sure you're getting people here. Make sure you're allowing people to understand that this is going to help them. So yeah, it's on the next. So as soon as you get here, what happens is it takes you directly over to this page. I don't know if you can see. Let's see if I pull this up, if the camera's working. Okay, camera's working. We can still see me. So this page here is what's going to help you take advantage of what's going on. So now you have the MT4 downloaded, right? When you come right here, learn how to enter trades on MT4. Watch this video. set up your MT4. Make sure you're in tune with what's going on so you can go ahead and take advantage of these zones. They come out every single week and they're hitting every single week. Last week was the only week we might not have gotten over 2,000-3,000 pips. It was a slow week. Bitcoin and Ethereum played inside the zone. The zone was a little big, but understand there was moves that could have been caught. There was moves that could have been caught on the downside and the upside. So definitely keep in touch, keep in tune. If you want to be able to get in the paid group, we have a discount package going. And then you can invite people to this every single week for free. And if you want to stay up to date, I tell everybody this every single week, join the free Telegram. Join the free Telegram. We got some people on YouTube and we got some people who are here from the Telegram. Join the free Telegram, because when you join the free Telegram, you're going to get updated on everything that's going on. We got new shirts. Bitcoin is the only one willing to say is a commodity. Ethereum hit 600 pips in profit. Like NFT drops, 500 pips in profit, 700 pips in profit. The zones. These zones are going to come out again in the next 15, 20 minutes. So definitely be on the lookout. And this is how we're going to go ahead and do things. I'm going to go jump over to my guy. We're going to go ahead and make sure we're plugged into the session, make sure we're about to get paid, because at the end of the day, if it wasn't for education and somebody else, I like getting an extra pair of eyes on our charts. We have our zones. We know what the zones are. We know how to mark them up, but I like getting somebody else's eyes to confirm what we're seeing. So what I'm going to do is go over to Sean's session. We're going to go ahead and watch this. We're going to go ahead and make sure we're tuned in. We get these zones, and I'll see you on the back end after we put them in. Peace.
Today is Scalper Tuesday. We had a good session yesterday on Scalper. We got Florida in the building, Atlanta, Georgia. Hello. Germany in the house. Dubai. Good Dubai. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? We are now live on Scalper Tuesday. Let's go. All right, y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We have Florida in the building. We are live trading today. Yes, that's the end goal. But it's more like live zones. But open up Swipe Coin Scalper. Open it up. Open it up. So yesterday was a good session. We kind of talked about Supertrend yesterday. Via Supertrend. All right. So today is going to be a fast session. If we're going to pop off with BTC today. We're going to pop off with BTC since I did ETH last Tuesday. First, and I think Thursday I probably did ETH. Huh. Do I want to do ETH? Let me just do ETH. It's always a fan favorite. All right. Okay. Looks like it broke something here. We're going to catch it. But it's interesting. BTC didn't do that yet. Interesting. I wonder if this is going to come up. But we're going to see. Regardless, we're going to have to catch just like what I said. I mean, BTC looks like it didn't even, looks like it's sitting on a zone. Let me just look at XRP. Okay, a little bearish, but it looks like it was sitting on a zone, but it's cool. We're gonna, it's 612. Get your stuff ready. Basically, we usually pop off at that 6:15 time unless we see something a little bit earlier. We try to catch it maybe at 6:15. Let me tell you the times we're gonna operate. We operate off 15-minute closes. So the times that we could potentially ever even look to get in, not saying I'm telling you, but look, right? I'm central. 6:15, 6:30, 6:15, 6:30, 6:45, and 7 o'clock. Those are the next 4 times. 6:15, 6:30, 6:45, 7 o'clock. You're gonna be in a different hour zone as me. So you put that in your hour zone. So those are the 4 times. I'm always gonna look to see when's the next best time we could get in. If we find anything in between the times, we still have to wait at those times. Like you just can't, oh, I found something at 6:19. Maybe it looks like it's breaking. It broke at 6:19. Okay, I'm gonna get in. You can't do that. Like if you're doing it, you're gambling. Well, if you're doing it, you're not necessarily scalping. So what are you really doing? So if you think you're scalping, you're not. So at the end of the day, we operate off closes, and those are the times. Closes are usually those 15-minute increments or whatever you're basing your closes off of, whatever your time zone is. Since our time zone is 15-minute close, bam. It was just, I could see that with BTC. So as I drop these steps, just a couple of things I do want to let you know. BTC and ETH are like brothers, or they could be like sisters, right? When I first opened up BTC, I saw this before I was about to hop on ETH. I saw these two. And what did I say? Drop in the chat. What did I say as soon as I about to turn on ETH? I said, oh, didn't I just say, man, it looks like these candles are, looks like this is getting tight, right? I'm intrigued to see, is ETH gonna come up? Is this candle gonna come up, right? It looks like it's tight and look just like that. Just like that, right? So BTC and ETH are like brothers. And I'm not saying them 100%. So I don't want to, tell you that, but most of the time what you see on on BTC, you see on ETH most of the time, and it's interchangeable. There's times I've seen slight differences. As much as I'm thrilled to get in for a close here, I'm noticing price is stopping above multiple times. It just, if I was looking to get in, I'll probably be a little cautious, but regardless, we're going to look at the next best time to enter. You may think now. We're going to look. So now let's just say that you decide you think it broke your support right here. Let's say it did that, right? I always say give a chart 1 minute to reveal itself. If it's looking like it's going the opposite direction, there's a different color, you may need to be cautious. You do have 4 minutes left to decide to get in. I'm just saying if it broke and closed, let's just say this was our support or this was our support. We haven't even popped off. I can already see some things before I even form up the chart, right? Let's just say. But anyways, ETH is a good friend of ours, right? I know I got some ETH fans in the house. Do I? Hello. Who's my ETH fans in the house? They always come out. I'm telling you, anytime I say ETH, I got an ETH crew that just pops out of nowhere. Boom, ba, ba, bam, right? Boom, ba, ba, bam. Right? Made some bread off yesterday's session. Rico is here. Made some bread off yesterday's session. Talk to me. Hello. That was just an educational, right? All right. So we're gonna put the simple text here and get the show on the road for ETH. I'm gonna make sure. Okay, y'all have the form, so just get the form, fill it out. We're gonna look at the next best time to catch this. All right. So if you don't know if this is your first time, I recommend watch yesterday's session. It's a good overview. If today's your first time. It's very hard to teach it fast. And And for the other people that are expecting it to be fast in the other aspect, probably be a little bit bored. So that being said, if this is literally your first time, right? Which is 100% okay for it to be your first time. This is a faster session. Just watch yesterday's session. All right, so we missed the wave. There's two ways you can do this, right? You can see, if you ever see an impulse when you can already see a support, maybe here, you can see when's the next support, or you could back trace and see how far it broke the support and try to catch it off a retracement. A retracement off of this case could be potentially it coming back to a level. So I don't even know if that's a good support. So we're going to have to go back. I'm going to be honest. We're going to go back. But let me show you what a support is right here. So when you don't have these lines we make. So when you just see something out, we were assuming that it broke something, right? It's clearly like it's horizontal, moving horizontal, then went down. It broke something, potentially. Cool, we're gonna backtrace. But I'm also intrigued to see when's the next support. So we're gonna do two things. We're gonna see when was the last support and when's the next support. And we're gonna debate between the two to see which one we like. All right, so we moved the candlesticks to a line chart. Bam. The blue line is underneath the yellow-orange line. Bam. Bearish, bearish. All right, so now next is figuring out the next support. We don't have much example on ETH, but we're going to look. So right now, price is at 1144. We're going to look to see when's the next support. So right now, I'm in June 23rd from June 21st. And our goal is to find a level of structure very strong to this area. And we're also going to find the next one. And then we're going to see, is it worth waiting for a retracement, or is it worth waiting for a next break and close? Right? So if you ever see something like this, which you probably will one day, there's two things you should do. One, find the support of what it broke through, and also find the next support. So if you could wait a little bit, you might as well wait. All right? All right, so let's see if we can find a structure around 1144 here, or a little bit lower. If we can find a little bit something. So when I'm looking at a particular area that keeps stopping. I'm using my little dotted lines that I have. So I see this. All right, 1140. 1140 overall looks pretty good. Maybe even 1139. But that's 1140. 1140 looks right on. Maybe 1139, but 1140 looks good. So we're going to get this right here, get a horizontal line, and we're going to go with 1140. Dun 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 dun. Too fresh, too clean. All right, so bam, baby, bam. All right, so 1140 looks pretty good. We got 1, 2, we got 3. We got a good support, resistance, support, resistance, and basically close to almost a support. So we're going to go with 1140. So we're going to go here. All right, so we at least know where price could go to. So price right now is at 1146. We might as well wait. So this just show, okay, am I willing to jump right now? We have no reason to. All right, so did it actually break something? Right? Did it actually break something? So let's actually see if we can find a baby structure here. A baby structure. All right. Looks like I'll go. And the best way I do it, usually, I like to look here. Then I'm also looking up here too. Like, it looks like 1158. Looks like a soft one, right? So 1158, maybe even higher. 1159. Cool. So it looks like 1159. There's resistance, 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 resistance. So let's now dissect this. It bounced off, came back in, bounced off, came back in, bounced off again, came back in, broke through from this line right here. So 1150 was it. Let's look at the candle. All right. And now it's inside the zone. So this is exactly why you don't rush to get in. Why? Because, well, we could wait. There's two different ways we could get in right here. We could get in off a retracement, it coming up, or we can get in off another sell. Talk to me. This is ways to catch a sell. This is a way to catch a buy too. So if you ever see something where, I mean, and if you, the more you do this with me, the more you're gonna see different things. But this is a perfect way of catching on to a potential missed trade. A lot of times we say, well, we missed a trade. And I'm going to be honest, the scalper will tell you, the scalper won't tell you, like right here, the scalper told you this was the sell, right? It's not going to tell you the next best time to enter. It's riding on till the cows come home, right? Or whatever way they say that, right? I'm Nigerian. So cows, moves, whatever, dogs come home, whatever, right? So for you opening this up, you got to know when's the next time you could get in. So anytime you see something like this, where you see an impulse, this is the impulse candle right on the dot, the impulse candle, you have to know when's the next best time to get in. And there's always two ways to get in, and I recommend do those two things. So a retracement basically looks like this. It comes up here. I don't care how cute it looks. It may be halfway, but it's usually coming up. Yeah. All right. And then we have it usually coming down. Or it just comes down, right? There's two ways. There's this way or it's this way. I'll color this a little different just in case. Bam. So we have this way, this way. At the end of the day, what you could wait is you could wait for it to sell down, and then you basically waiting for a 1159. What was this? We did 1159. It was 1159, right? Let's put this into our form. Looks like it's going to be 1154. So I do the 50 pips to create space to ensure that it's really a sell. Remember, there's usually another zero here. We ignore this. So 50 pips is going to look like 5, but it's 50. All right, 1154. If you are getting some sauce today, can I get some flames in the chat? Or can I get yo? All right. Or you can put the word fire, right? If you're getting some sauce today, put the word fire, put some flame emojis in the chat. Talk to me, right? So this can be a good, right now, this could look like a very good correction, but it's already engulfed in the past candle. And is it going to engulf this candle? I'm very intrigued if it's going to. But I mean, regardless, you can still catch it off a retracement and it's coming back down. Then you're going to want the 1154. Or you can get the next best sell, which is at 1140. So it's really 1135. So the next sell, so sell support zone 2. Support zone, we're going to do this. Support zone 2. Talk to me. You thought I was chilling today. Welcome to Scalper Tuesday. Hello. So we got support zone 2 at 1140, which is literally the same thing. And it's 1135. Woo! Talk to me. 627 right here. Now, bam. So now, if you ever get on the charts and you ever feel like you missed a trade, you did not miss, well, I mean, you did, just catch the next one. And it's not hard. You don't have to find the rocket science of the best support. Just find the next good support. Like, I'm not, like, I get it. You know what I mean? I still find the next good support for me to potentially enter, but now I know I can enter two different ways. And at least I could actually see what I'm doing and I'm not guessing. So I know if I'm getting in here, I'm gonna catch a couple of pips. Even if it stops here, I could close in profit and then catch it again if I want to. But you know this is the next best support to get in for a sell if you missed it, right? Cool. So now that you see I just did that, that kind of shows to you why when I ask you for what's the support you see, we may have different ones, or you may say, well, Sean, this is a support. I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot of fish in the sea, right? There is a lot of support in the charts. Always remember that. There's gonna be a lot of resistance in the charts. There's not only gonna be one. So you gotta find the right fish. You gotta find the right support that works for you. Remember that. At the end of the day, it works for you, but still has to make sense. All right, cool. This is a beautiful, I don't even have to do a resistance, but I'll do a resistance. It's ETH support, 629. Let me do a resistance real quick. Woo! Let me do a resistance zone real quick. Hi, if you take the sell or buy, what would you set your stop loss? Yeah. I don't know if you've been on my call. But I would say 300 pips minus 30 from whenever you entered. But I do have a call for parameters. But yeah, 300 pips from when you entered. So remember, these are market executions, and I don't give I don't give SLs or TPs. Granted, I would say if I'm getting in for a sell underneath here, I honestly like to put my SL above here. If I'm getting for a sell here, I like to put my SL above. So when I'm getting for sells, I like to put my SLs above my support. So and it depends how big it is. Like if it's massive, I'm not gonna be ignorant and do it right here. But most of the time, I like to put my SLs above the support. Resistance, I like to put my SLs below. If you think about it, if a sell is coming down this way, and if I put my SL here, that means if price really goes all the way back above, I'm cool with losing. For a buy, if it's going upward, right? If price comes right back below, I'm cool with losing, right? That's why I do my SLs like that. Granted, I do calculate the pips, and if it works. If it doesn't, then I kind of go it off how much I'm willing to risk. That's just a personal thing. So it's 14 minutes and 23 seconds. We have a new close. It looks like we may have a potential retracement. Let's do a resistance real quick so I can finish off this ETH. Then on the BTC, I'll look at, well, I may just open up Supertrend, but I'll talk more about Supertrend in about when we do BTC. So let me just do ETH resistance real quick. All right. So as you see this looks like a whole mountain. So we come from here. Cool. Let's be aware of where the 50 EMA is around 1156, 1170. I said 1156, 1175, right? So let's make sure it's not too close, but let's still make sure we have a good enough structure, right? So let's come up here. Do we see anything right here? This is the first one on this first hill, 1178. No, it's too close anyway. 1182, too close. Doesn't matter. 1192, it's not as close, but do we have a structure there? Okay. Well, around 1190, we do have, well, 1192, we have a lot of supports to the left side. Some resistance throughout. This could potentially be a good one. Potentially. But we come back up. But 12 1200 at the end of the day. 1203 looks good. And the chart already has it there too. So we'll do 1203 for it to make sense overall. I mean, I could see aggressive approach would be 1192, aggressive approach. Horizontal line at 1203. And we're going to color it black. Woo! Bam, baby, bam. Beautiful. TPs. I would always recommend look up the next zone to how much you want. So if you want 400 pips, right? Look around the next area that fits that. So if I'm going up here, I want a X amount. I'm looking for an area that stops. Okay, look at 1232. 1235, like you can see it stops here and it stops a couple places here and in a good support. 1235 could be a very good potential TP area for a buy, right? Again, this is like, it's that simple. It's that simple, right? As for here, I mean, ETH, it depends. It just depends which one you pick, which one you get entered, but I'm looking for a soft one. I'm not looking for the biggest one in the world. I'm just looking for a very soft structure that kind of makes sense. All right, and it fits what I want. 1110 looks not that bad. Supports, resistance, some supports all around, right? 1110, just like that. I'll do 1110, and just like that. Talk to me, hello, and bam, guys. Just like that. Potential TP area as a zone. You have two different ways to get in for a sales. I just gave you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zones in what? In literally just, I gave you 5 zones in like 20 minutes. That's how quick it is. And I'm actually explaining. Imagine if I was just doing, this is less than 10 minutes and I'm doing extra work, right? Extra, above and beyond. Woo! I made this session special today. I need y'all to go around, tell your Telegram chats how lit you are. Drop some flames again. Drop some fires right now. Who's excited today, right? So now you basically got your chart set up for ETH for $125 plus accounts. You now have your chart set up. Woo! Your chart should be set up for a lot of different possibilities. At this point, you letting the market come to you. You already have all the traps. Right? So I already did that. So someone said 1236 resistance. I think that's too far. You don't have to wait that far. ETH is now done. My Instagram is KINGSEUN3. All right, so I'm just gonna add super trend just to add it. Go to indicators. We're gonna click on the red and green. Make sure it's 1111. All right, now super trend is gonna tell you if it's red, it's selling. If it's green, it's buying. So currently we have it's still selling, and right now, which one do you think it looks like? Which one do you think it's going to? If it's still selling, which one do you think is the next best one? Is it support zone 2 at 1135? Or is it 1154? It's still heading down. Which one do you think it is? Drop it in the chat. We eating today, right? Talk to me. Someone said, are we live today? You let me know. Are we? Right? Are we? Are we turning up? Look at that big drop right here. Talk to me. Hello. And this is a good correction with a drop. This is how you trade off corrections. And you set up, you're not even rushing. You're letting the market come to you. Look at it's even wicking off our structure. Let it wick. We have 8 minutes, we have 7 minutes and 30 seconds, and bam, just like that. Hello. Woo! This is too easy right now. Too easy. I should play the Too Easy song. Zone 2. Zone 2. Beautiful. 11:35, right? 11:35, right? Everybody should be dropping 11:35. Everyone should be dropping 11:35. That is the next best time, right? That is the next best time. Hello. All right. Very too easy, right? Now we're gonna be getting ready for BTC. That was simple. Break and close at below 11:35, right? Break and close 11:35. We gotta make sure it does, right? We gotta make sure it do. We will be doing Bitcoin at 6:45. I'm gonna give y'all time to ask questions. So just so we can see how it looks in 6 minutes. Bitcoin would be easy. We'll knock that out fast. But we are going to do Bitcoin. I could probably do Bitcoin at 6:41. Ask your questions now. We're going to do Bitcoin real quick. There's a big drop on XRP. What's Bitcoin? Bitcoin also has a drop. We're going to also do Bitcoin probably in 3 minutes. We're not going to wait. We're going to do Bitcoin in about 3 minutes. So the way I just did all this work at ETH, I'm not about to do that for BTC. So, because we already know which way it's going. So we're probably just going to mark up the next support. And BTC just a resistance. So how I did all of this for you, and I marked up the, don't expect that. That's a lot. That was like 5, right? That's a lot. I'm not going to do that. But I am going to mark up. Oh, this is BTC. So I may not put all these alerts. It already broke through. I may just do 11:35. So I'll do crossing down 11:35 for my alert on TradingView. I do talk about alerts. I did talk about alerts yesterday. So if you want to be on that, if you need a little brush up, just hop on that call yesterday. So I talked about alerts, and I also talked about super trend. So alerts is just good so we can get notified, basically, so you're not staring at the chart. Right now, we're gonna soon do that, but you can ask questions if you have any. Do you also do this with? I mean, it's kind of like, it's like when you have something that can get you to point A to point B, why make it more complex? I don't really do it with the 5 minutes. I just don't think it complements the scalper like that. Personally, I definitely don't do it anything less than 15 minutes. I don't even like seeing people do scalp. Well, I don't really like seeing people scalp crypto in less than 15. Crypto moves so fast. Why would you do that? I get it when people do it for indices, but anywho, can you, and if so, it's just preference on 15. All right. Any other questions? Easy way, right? Easy way. So right now, you see that price came to this, right? And it has stopped for at least 6 minutes. I mean, I thought it was going to break. It has stopped right here for at least 4 minutes. Do you understand the power of a support? That is what makes it a support. Price is, there's something stopping, there's something supporting it from going below. Resistance, there's something stopping it from resisting it to go above. Literally, right? It's called a support and resistance for a reason. So price just won't go below this. It just won't. I'm not saying it won't ever, but that's, I mean, it shows you that that's at least a good support. So when it does go, you actually believe it, right? Good. So it's 6:42. Looks like we're pretty good. If you feel good so far about this, let me get a DCX in the chat. We're ready for BTC. Looks like price might not go below 1135. Cool. We have time to do BTC then. I thought it would. All right, we have time to do BTC then, which is good. I mean, I don't even like aggressive. I don't really like too aggressive impulses. So what we're really looking for, what we're really looking for is this bearish breakout. It stops here, then comes down. That's what we're looking for, a bearish breakout. Beautiful. All right. So now let's do this. Let's do BTC. So it did not close, but well, it's still 1 minute. All right, so let's look into BTC. So now BTC's for $250 plus accounts. If you missed out on a couple of things or how I was doing it, just pay attention to how I'm doing it for BTC. ETH is now done.
Different for every season, showing me they cleavage. I take drugs and feel relaxed just like that therapeutic. She take that.
All right. So BTC right now. All right, so let's do this. Oh, that's ETH. All right. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Now let's go to this. So we have 15 seconds to see if ETH is going to close below 1135. I'm also looking here. This is why we have alerts. Did it or did it not? Did it close below 1135? Yes or no? Drop it in the chat. Talk to me. Let me know. Did it close below 1135? Yes or no? Is it below 1135? Yes or no? It does not look like it. How many people would have gone in for a trade? How many people do not mark up a chart and say, I get it. I got it. I know the best sell. How many people you think? Did it close below 1135? Yes or no? No. So what does that mean? Guess what? We have to wait till 7 o'clock for the next best time to get in for a potential sell if it keeps proceeding downward, right? Cool. So it looks like 7 o'clock p.m. Central is the next best time for a scalp sell. Cool. You know what we're going to do? We're going to still mark up. Right? We're going to still mark up. It did not close below. All right. I already see people dropping the supports. So someone said 20,251. Okay. So let's move candlesticks to a line chart. Let's find a level of structure. We may have to pull from here. I didn't really talk about TPS today. Touch point system. I apologize. I did talk about it yesterday. So again, if this was, I had to go a little fast. I had to go faster. I usually go fast, but I had to go faster than my usual speed on a Tuesday and Thursday because we wanted to catch. So I didn't really get to fully explain like TPS and easy ways to find structure without, you know, seeing it all at once, right? At the end of the day, remember you're counting the times that it stops at a similar area. And depending on the days, and if it hits the range that's in that form that I dropped in my message only, you just go on that, you can literally, it's literally pretty simple. But if you need a day to watch, a slow day, just watch yesterday's session or watch any overview. Anywho, all right, so let's look here. Price stopping around 20. I could see that. I could see that. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, to each his own. I mean, it could be debatable of which one someone may choose, but it's pretty close. Uh, yeah, yeah. 20,255. I like 20,255. I mean, if you have 20,250, don't. It's like a couple less than 15 pips, guys. If you have some less than 15 pips with mine, at the end of the day, it's not that deep. I remember someone saying something about they had like 10 pips less than me. I'm like, honestly, it's not that deep. All right, cool. All right, so it's sitting on structure, which means we need a break and close below this line. All right, that was easy. So 20,255 minus 100. So you should not even think about getting in until it closes right here. Looked real far, but it's really not that far. Right here. Right? The reason for that is that the market will go below and come right back up. But usually around here, it should be a good break and close. And remember, at the end of the day, you want it to look like this. A break and close is not right here. It's a little bit further. So like, you don't jump in because it barely broke through. Like, be honest with yourself. Like, look in the mirror. Be honest with yourself. Like, if you know it barely, if you even thinking it barely broke through, it's probably barely broke through. If you can think that. But if you're not thinking that, cool, be my guest. If you think it's a better break and close than this right here. If you think this is right here, cool, but it came right back up right here. So just be very honest with yourself. Be truthful. I give you this space to ensure that it's a break and close, but if you don't give yourself a cushion and you think you know it and it's a little bit before, cool, be my guest. It's usually I think, but roughly around after 100 pips from a structure point, it's a good break and close. So I do 20,155. So whoever said that 20,252, who said that earlier? Fortunate Davis, shout out to you. Good stuff. The current market is below 20,255. Couldn't that be a resistance? Well, I mean, currently. But we don't base things off of the current market, if you get what I'm saying. So we marked it up. We actually even marked it up. If you rewind, we marked it up before it even broke through. And also, if you hopped on before, early, I don't know if you were on, remember there's two different ways to catch if you do miss, right? Is you catch off a retracement or you catch off of the next anticipated sell. If we take this one line away that's currently moving at 9 minutes left, right? We know this right here, it stopped at this structure. I mean, that's a cheat code. It stopped literally at 20,255. So you're not necessarily looking at this, what's currently happening. I mean, you are for the next break and close, but you're not, that's not necessarily a resistance because technically there's no resistance if you take off the current. So that's why I always say, with guys, when y'all marking this up, remember, you're not marking up this current moving line. Because if you always doing that, it moves. You want to mark up the things that recently closed, not what's actually moving. Because if you look at this now, it barely looks like it's below it because that particular line was moving. Now you look now, the market is not even below 20,255. Well, I mean, barely. It's sitting on it. Well, no, it's above it, right? I almost got mixed up, right? It's above it now. That's why I always say you mark up off what recently has been closed, not the recent thing that's moving. Never mark up at what's moving. What's moving does help you find the next close, but at the same time, You want to find that things has recently closed. Beautiful. All right, I love the questions. Thank you for asking questions. I like that. It means that you're wanting to get this. Beautiful. ETH just broke 1135. Did it? It's at 1141. All right. All right, so let's find the resistance. Let's find the resistance. So we're going to come back up here. The 50 EMA is around 20,508. So let's be cautious not to have anything close to that. We're going to have to bring this here. And we're going to come back up. This is a level of structure around 20,722. That is definitely a level. That's too close to our sell too. It's a little too close. I wouldn't do that one. We'll do the next one. That reminds me of that ETH one that we saw earlier. I would hate to wait 400 pips. Let's look at 20863. We're going to back trace. I need to look at something in the back. Well, it looks like some good structures. I feel like it would be better to be aggressive right here. I mean, there's a conservative one, but I mean, I would hate, just the way the 50 EMA is, I would hate to wait that many pips at 20,983. Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought you were waiting 700 pips. I was like, that's too far, but still, I just hate to wait that far. This is a little bit better. It's about 300 pips, and it looks real far when it's not. It's about 300 pips. It's a little bit better, but that's just me being a little bit more aggressive. So I like 20,870. 20,870. Plus 100 gives it 20,970. And bam. Anything, it just, I am, at the end of the day, like, what I would hate to happen is you basically try to do it and it runs its course. Because when it comes back up here, I mean, you may be looking at 20,005, like 550. And I would hate for you to wait about 600 pips or 500 pips, and then you're like, oh, it's buying now. You know what I mean? At the same time, I don't like to wait that far if I don't think you have to wait that far. If I don't think you have to, I probably wouldn't even want you to at the same time. So that's why I hate giving numbers out. When people ask, okay, so what's the exact amount? It's like, I can't necessarily give that. It doesn't actually make sense. But yep, we should be good right here. Let's do an indicator. Remember, super trend basically tells us where the price is currently moving. Tells us if it's basically selling. Tells us if it's currently buying. Always make sure your inputs is 1-1 on super trend. So now we look at it, and we're gonna look at what's currently shown right here. It's red, so it's currently selling. Therefore, the next best Next best thing is the 20,155. Granted, even if price stays below here, you always want to still look at super trend if you're ever curious of which one you want to pick between. So if you're doing the alerts and you're picking between one or the other because you'll have a free one and you could pick which one, I always recommend look at super trend. That will tell you real quick. So it looks like the sell is still going on. We still have 2 minutes left. It's basically a potential trade. I mean, but price is staying right above our support. And it's been like that for about almost 13 minutes in the past 15 minutes. So that just shows you the sell can happen any minute now. It just depends on when is it going to close. If it does not come in 1 minute and 50 seconds, then you have to wait till 7:15. It is what it is. You just don't want to get faked out. I'd rather you not lose thinking you're about to win crazy. I'd rather you not lose at the end of the day. I'd rather you not lose. So drop DCX if you got some value today. I gave you 7 zones. 7 zones today. You got 7 in about 45 minutes. So I gave you 7 in 45 minutes. What? Did I say 20,767? Did I say that? Did I say 20,767? Was it? Oh, wait. Did I say 20,767? Apparently it looks like a lot of y'all saying I did. Even if I did, to be honest with you, going back, it doesn't look like it doesn't even look good. Like going back, the chart doesn't fully agree with it. Like I'm looking back at 20,760, it doesn't agree with it at all. Like I'm on June 16th, June 15th, doesn't agree with anything with 20,760. So, I mean, yes, I said that. That was probably like the first thing I saw, then I changed it. When it's a little too close to the support, I just don't see what 20,760 agrees. Still doesn't agree June 20th. I mean, just doesn't agree. Maybe not even this one right here agrees. Like, do you see where it agrees yet? At June 22nd, what's today's date? June 23rd, right? That's the closest, but the chart doesn't really agree any past that for another week. But it agrees more with the one above that we picked. So, I mean, personally, that's a preference. If you want to be aggressive and go that route, cool, but I just don't know why you would want to. Especially if the market don't agree with it. I'll be careful with that. Anywho, all right. So, did you ask for an SL? Like, did I not just show you how to find an SL? If you asking for SL, you just hopped on, and you've never been on my overview session. How do I keep talking about SLs, and I just feel like people are still asking about it? All right, let me see. Let's see. How to set up 1-1. Just click the red and green. Nah, you said 20,870. Oh, I was like, did I say that? All right, beautiful. Where do you put your SL? I put my SL basically 300 pips from when I enter, not that zone. All right. What do you, I just answered that. Your SL is going to be 300 pips from when you entered. So again, if this is your first time on my session, I would recommend watch my overview. I do talk about parameters. But at the end of the day with parameters, and I'll just post it, but we're basically done with this session. All right. Bam. So basically I would recommend is when you get in, not just the zones you see, it's when you get in. Like it's really bad of when you get in. Like, I'm just telling you, please don't do it off anything else. When you get in. So you see this is right here. So let's say you got in right here. You plus 300 pips from whenever you do get in. As for TPs, I mean, you can do minus 300 pips. You know what I mean? As your TP, it's up to you if you want 400 pips, 300 pips to preference, 600 pips. I remember there was one person that was arguing with me one day about I should encourage more 1-to-2 ratios. And it's like, fam, I'm not forcing you to do 300 pips. I'm just like, if you want, shoot, if you can get 900 pips, I will love that for you. You know what I mean? Like, like I just don't want you to TP chase. Like, I know people that chase TPs and they get, like, let's say they have a 900 pip TP and it gets to 895 and they don't want to close. It's just, why? You know what I mean? Like, I've been there, but it's just like, why? So at the end of the day, I don't ever want to do that for anybody. So anywho, this should be good. We should be good now. Thank y'all so much for hopping on my call. Y'all could drop some reviews if y'all want. Thank y'all so much. It's a blessing. I'll be back on Thursday. Sean, can I use the support zone to TP for the resistance zone? Can I use the support zone for a TP for the resistance zone? No. I'm confused what you're trying to get. Like, can I use the support zone as a TP for the resistance zone? Like, what do you mean by that? Like, that doesn't make sense. No, I don't get what you mean by that one.
All right, y'all. So basically, that is the end of the session. What we're going to do is, if you want this recording, just like I always say every week at the end of the week, if you want this recording, you need to come over to the live stream crypto side. I'm gonna show you exactly where to go. If you want this recording, it'll be up on YouTube for the next week. But if you want it after that, I need you to go ahead and get this discount package. If somebody invited you here, go ahead and get back with them, and they'll go ahead and get you started with the DCX package, and then you'll be able to watch this recording over and over and over and get 3 sessions a week. So if you just click here, get your starter package, we have a full-blown discount going. It'll be something really, really good for you guys. I love it. I've had it for over almost 3 years now. I promise you, you will, if you apply yourself, you will be able to go ahead and take things to the next level. We will be back next Tuesday. This will be changed. We will be back next Tuesday. If you want to keep up with the trade ideas, join the free group to stay up to date so you can be in the Telegram and get notice every single time the zones break and get notice when we're up 500 plus pips. So I appreciate you guys for being here. Another week, another zone, another crypto market that we're about to smash. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.